and another stunning day. Sorry, going to blind you a little bit. There we go, I'm at a lock. So we are still moored up. Blind myself now. Just over there. There you go, top left. Yeah, so I'll pull the pins in a minute. Engine's running, weed hatches down, tillers on, and we're pretty much ready to go. Untie, fill in the lock while I wait, and yeah, on to Newbury today. So going to be fun. 11 locks to go, about 9 miles straight through Kintbury, and we start hitting some river sections. I don't know whether we're going to go through Newbury town lock, depends if we get moored by West Mills, which is ideally where I want to be, but we'll see what the situation is when we get there. Yeah, so for those of you that were following last year, you'll remember things were all on red. The river was flowing well. Oh, that was May before I left last year, so we're a month ahead of ourselves, and we could, if Lock 101 was repaired, we could have got through, but yeah, that's the only thing that's really holding us up. Otherwise we'd be up near the Coming Man in a few days, but not to be. Gonna have to wait. Anyway, this lock's nearly full. Let's get the gates open and get ourselves underway. I'll see you later. First lock of the day done. On through town. Apologies for the glaring. Not a lot I can do about this position of the sun. What I can do is turn the camera around so you get a bit more me. There we go. So yeah, been a nice couple of days in Hungerford. It's a lovely little town. Covered it before. So if you like your antiques, you're well served here. It's a useful place to stop to pick up parcels and what have you, as a supermarket, etc, etc. Yeah, onwards. Quick stop for water before we leave Hungerford. The next stop is Kintbury, and it can be fun getting on there if people have moored up on the water point, which they quite often do. Shouldn't, but they do. Yeah, and as I said, Newbury is the end point today. Not too far, it's only 5.5-ish hours maybe, canal time. Helen's gone off to the butcher's to get some bacon, so we're getting bacon butties. Anything else she sees that she fancies. It's a good butcher's actually. Albers, Christian Albers I think, something like that. For those of you that are meat eaters. What a gorgeous day. A bit frosty this morning. There was a bit of frost on the back deck when I got up. You can see it in the grass in the field by the scout hut. But the wind has dropped considerably from the last few days, so I'm hoping that's not just because we're sheltered, and that's a sign of things to come for the day, and it's going to be nice and warm later on. Fingers crossed. The water point took a little bit longer than I expected. It's coming out like a dribble, that one. 2 tanks to fill. I reckon I've got half a tank of water now, so that'll do me a few days at least. Our tank tends to last us 2 weeks, so seeing as I'll be going through all the Maston by the end of the week, I'll get water there. There's 2 water taps there, so I'll have one or the other. But we're all good. We've had bacon butties while we waited. This is very nice. Thank you, Helen. And we're off to the first lock of the day. Or second lock of the day. Sorry, no, I did the first one. Forgot about it. It was that long ago. Hour and a half. Oof. After the second lock of the day. Dunmill lock, I think it is. Something like that anyway. Dunmill lock. So that's the old Dunmill building. Or buildings. Rather pretty place. Zoom in a bit. Lovely blossom in that tree, look. Gorgeous. Yeah, 2 locks down, 9 to go. So that is the River Kennet. Hasn't joined us yet. It will do in a few locks' time, the other side of Kimberley. Kennet and Avon, just the Kennet. Towpath, Helen, and Mike through the gate on foot. Joy! There's 3 locks done. Easy for me to say. This is Wire Lock. Next lock is Blunsdon. And Kintbury. Cops Lock. They're still on foot. Taking the opportunity to walk the hound. Not a euphemism. That is such a lovely morning. It's not warmed up quite as much as I'd expected by now, but it's getting there. I think it's going to be a warm afternoon. Enjoying myself. Helen's behind me somewhere. There you go, just about to see her up there. Pete's gone ahead. He's a bit quicker than we are. He's not quite so deep drafted. So, yeah, the deeper your boat, generally the slower it is. Also, you've got to displace a bit more water. It's all physics, dear boy. Yeah. So on to Blunsdon Lock, under the railway. I'm actually in the middle of the countryside. Railway bridge has always got graffiti on it. Weird. Anyway, that's it. Nice opportunity for a walk. I'll be getting on riding the next one because it's a bit further on to Kintbury. Straight through there. Quickly use the bins while we're waiting for the lock. And all's good. Kintbury Lock, making good time. Got the bins emptied here, and the Dundas Arms. A rather lovely evening there last year with Heaven Snap. Hope you guys are doing well. I hope to see you back out on the cut soon. Lovely views across the English countryside. Slow pace of life. Ideal. And there's the bit where the River Kennet comes to play. Comes in from the left. Quite gentle today, so it isn't going to affect us too much. Helen's going to pick me up here because well, I'll never beat the boat walking down there. I've only 2 locks to go. Hopefully 3 if we can't get moored where I want to get moored at. Is what it is. A fairly nice cruise. Time is presently 2 o'clock. So from where we left the water point, that was just before 10, I think, thereabouts. So 4 hours to where we are now. That ain't too bad. It was a predicted 5 hours, and I think we're going to make it. So that ain't bad. Happy days. Lots of woodland around for all you tree enthusiasts. I know you're out there. There's enthusiasts for everything. Excuse me while I go a little off course because I'm busy filming. There we go, back on course. Perfect. Wonderful. Consummate professional. Lock 84, Guy's Lock. Is this the last lock of the day? Are we going to have to do another one? Who knows? Stay tuned to find out. Oh, the excitement's palpable, isn't it? It was the last one. So, we are all moored up on Visitor Moorings by West Mills. West Mills Swing Bridge. I'll turn the camera. There we go. West Mills Swing Bridge is just over there, and so is town. That's the old mill building itself. So yeah, that'll do it for the day, I reckon. And yeah, find something for dinner and see where the evening leads us. I'll see you later. Oh, good morning all. Thursday morning, we are setting off for Woolhampton today. So yeah, sorry, just had my breakfast. But yeah, I'm going to get ready to go in a minute. We're setting off about 10 o'clock, it's about 1:45 now, so yeah, get the engine started, do the weed hatch, all the good stuff, and go to Woolhampton. It's about 4 hours cruise from here. Just been down to look at what the river conditions like down in town there. It looks alright, a bit fast, but this bit's still on yellow, everything else is on green, so this is the last bit to go back to green. But as better it was last year, it was red this time last year, so we're doing alright. Anyway, like I said, 4 hours to Woolhampton. Hopefully I find a mooring there. If not, I could be going a little bit further. Need to come up with a contingency plan really, but until then, I'm just going to wing it and hope for the best. Anyway, time to get ready. I'll see you later. Back at Newbury Town Lock. Just waiting for it to fill. I'll open the gates and those two can come in. And through we go. Flow's not looking too bad, as I said. I'll go show you in a sec. There you go, there's the flow coming out from the left and under the bridge, as I showed you last year. But a little tamer this year, in our favour. Number 2. Sun's just coming out, it's warming up. Still got my jumper on, but yeah, warming up. Helen's there just waiting in the middle, doing a bit of crochet while she waits, making some stock. Because we are going to be trading this year again. It's a nice little day. There's a boatyard down to the left there. And again the river comes to play, but it's much tamer down there. A beautiful day for just moseying along in a boat. Not a bad life really. That's certainly warming up a bit. Just walked from the last lock down to do this swing bridge, Monkey Marsh swing bridge. So this is all Monkey Marsh, and then we've got Monkey Marsh Lock, which is a turf-sided lock. One of only 3 in the UK. 2 of them are down here. All being well, this is the last lock of the day. Just above Woolhampton. If not, I'll be going through Woolhampton Lock and Swing Bridge and all the fun that entails. Should be okay, it's on green at the minute, so in our favour. I didn't get so lucky with the moorings. We're not on the rings, so I'm having to use the old gangplank. There we go. There it is. Gangplanks ahoy! But, no stranger to that. Anyway, this is Woolhampton. Just down there. Zoom in a little. There we go, Woolhampton Lock. So go through there tomorrow morning. Way to Theale. Through Aldermaston, etc. I'm not going to start off early tomorrow because getting through Aldermaston is a... it is what it is. There's a big old swing bridge there with a road on it. And you can't get through it before 9:30 or something like that, so there's no point in setting off too early. Otherwise, you get lots of people upset with you. I don't like upsetting people. I do it, but I don't necessarily enjoy it. Or maybe sometimes do. Anyway, nice little journey. I didn't think I got that many pictures, but I'll put them up on Facebook anyway, for those of you that are interested in the pictures and stuff. Pete's right behind us. All in nicely. Not going to lie, I might pop to the pub and celebrate a good day's work. Other than that, tomorrow's another journey. I'll see you later. Morning, gang. We are still here at Woolhampton. Turn around, there we go. See me better then. There we go. The customary morning spin around. Anyway, I'll try to keep the sun out of my eyes a little bit, so you have to excuse me for looking like Phantom of the Opera. But yeah, we're off to Theale today, through Aldermaston. Going to set off about 10 o'clock-ish, thereabouts. Pete needs to get diesel. Aussie Fuel Boat's just down here, so we're going to use him. I need a bottle of gas. So, get all that sorted out. Spend some money with a local businessman, a fellow trader. And yeah, we'll be on our way going through Woolhampton, which is looking fun this morning. It's on green, but it's still got a bit of a flow to it, and there's a sandbank on the right hand side, so you've got to keep left, which makes things a little awkward, but not too bad. Helen's driving, I'm crewing, and yeah, it's going to be another lovely day. About 4 hours it says, but it's going to take us long because we've got a couple of stops to make for water on it, etc, etc. So best get on with things, get things done, and photos at the end on Facebook. I'll see you later. There we go, Aussie Fuel Boat. It's getting me gas. There we go, there's the flow. Comes from the stream from the outside. And I don't know if you can see them, let me try and zoom in a little bit. Those markers there signify a sandbank that's built up over the winter. So they are going to be clearing that soon, so they say. But for now we've got to head to the left of it. There is more room than it looks, it's just that bush that's in the way. I'm currently waiting for this to fill up. Won't be a minute. Bailey, come here. As you see, the stream's taken her out to her left, our right, through the trees. You've got to keep the power on. Chances are she is going to hit part of the bridge. There's nothing you can do about it. Masterfully done. Well done. There we go, first bit of excitement done for the day, and we're just on a nice little river section now. Fair bit of disturbance in the water this morning, but that'll calm down in a lock or two's time, I hope. Either way, makes these sections fairly quick. It's a warm start to the day today. No need for a jumper at all. Got my sun cream on, got my sunglasses on, everything's good. Well, the plan to get water after Aldermaston lift bridge didn't quite pan out. There is a water point straight before the lift bridge and straight after the lift bridge. Because there were two boats on the one before, we went for the one after only to find out it's been turned off because of a water leak in the area or something, I don't know. So yeah, luckily we're going through Tile Mill, which is another water point. Hopefully the water's on there. Should be, he said. Haha. Anyway, fill in the lock, wait for the guys to appear. Only 3 locks off our destination now. I think what we're going to do is briefly stop above Sullumstead lock 100. I'll wander down, take a look, see what the deal is down there, see if there's any better mooring below the lock. If not, I'm sure Sullumstead will do just fine for a few days, just under a week. Nice. Yeah, we'll see. A couple of swing bridges as well on the way. Well, that's kind of put a crimper in things. Swing bridge behind me, been through it, closed back up, and then it stopped doing anything. So the barriers are down, so we're traffic management at the minute. Waiting on CRT turning up. That's added an hour to my day. Pete's gone on to the next lock, so he's going to wonder where the hell we've got to. And yeah, all good fun. So time for some lunch and wait for the CRT. All good fun, yeah. There we go, we're on the move again. There's the Fendon Bridge in the background. Took them a while to release our key. Obviously the main thing was to get traffic moving again, because you can't close the road, not without permission from lots of people. So did that, and then it was a fight to get the key back because it wouldn't complete the circuit. But it's done now, and we're on the move. Stole us over an hour, never mind, here's what it is. On to To Theale. So, water tank's full, bins are emptied, all the rock and roll stuff is done, ready to go get stopped down near Theale. We're just coming up for Sullumstead, so I'm going to go down and check. Once we get to that lock, I'll go down and check, see what the mooring situation's like down there. Hoping it's going to be favourable. I've done a lot of hoping this week. Don't think we're going to stop hoping now though. Hope. Keep hoping. Oh, look, grey lag geese. What's this is? Well, in the words of the old philosophies, sod that for a game of soldiers. We've had enough. So yeah, we stopped. We're above Sullumstead with Sullumstead Swing Bridge, which is just there. There we go. I was about to go through it, and it was actually a nice little mooring. Let me step off the boat, down the gangplank, and we've got in this nice little mooring under the trees, so a bit of shade for the sunshine. And Sullumstead Lock is off in the distance. I don't know if you can quite make it out, just about centre of your screen there. So yeah. We're going to go for a little walk because it's nice and shady, so we can get Bailey off for a walk. I've kept her on the boat most of the day just to stop her overheating, so we'll get her out for a nice gentle walk in the shade as the heat kind of dissipates for the evening. And we're going to wander down and see what's going on down at the lock they're working on. Hopefully they're near finished, but yeah, we're going to stop here for a few days. Might drop down if there's space later in the week, and or over the weekend, whatever, take it easy. Anyway, I'm going to chill out for the evening. I've got some alcohol-free beers on board, so I'm going to partake in those, I think, and chill out for the evening. But I'll get some picked up what I've taken. I think it's precious little again, but we'll see. Other than that, I'll see you later. So this is what's holding us up till later in the week. This is Sheffield Lock. We're pointing in upstream at the minute, so our boat is off into the distance there. So I'll zoom in. Coins, you can see the new one just gone in there. That's where the gate should be, just beyond that yellow barrier. And across the other side there, you can see the old one supporting the gate. So they're replacing those. Hopefully they'll be done before Thursday. I'll keep checking, see what we get. There's the new coin laying on its side behind the fence, ready to be fitted. The bijou view from the other side. The stop plank's in and the pump's whirring away to keep the water out. Nobody about because it's Sunday. Can't blame them not working Sunday. Got to go to church. I'll see you later.